Bam.
Bam. I even cut it. I mean, I even chop it up. I just let shit just roll.
Don't even chop it.
Don't even chop
Ah!
What's up, y'all? T here with Mountain Readiness. I'm hanging out in Yanceyville. This is Yancey, right? Yanceyville.
Right. Yanceyville.
Here in Virginia, at the brand.
Well, we're technically in North Carolina.
This is North Carolina?
This is North Carolina. Yanceyville's in North Carolina.
Well,
we're right on the state line.
We're right on the
state line.
We're right on the line. So, my bad, we're still in NC. We're still in NC. But brand spanking new Brushbeater store. This thing is so new. The paint smell new. The leather smell new. Even Matt here looks brand new, like a shiny penny, because of what's going on here. This place is awesome. It is luxurious. I would say that would be a good word for it. It's luxurious. The coffee is amazing. You get these awesome coffee cups. I drink this coffee. I'm spun up.
Yes.
Spun up. So,
yes.
But of course, I'm here with Matt, NC Scout, Brushbeater, the living legend, right here at the Brushbeater storefront. And I wanted to talk about some of the awesome stuff that he's got in here, because if you want it, he's got it. If you can dream it up, he has got it right here, and for exceptionally ridiculous prices. So let's talk about some of this stuff. So number one, you blew my mind with these mounts. Yep. Now I'm not going to say the name of this very popular mount right here, because there's probably some legalities that could fall into that if the it could. But
I'm a dealer for them.
So you deal for them.
I deal for them.
And they're super expensive. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to get one of these, but for $500, like maybe not. And then he breaks out the Brushbeater version, right? And smokes the price. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's the same thing, y'all. It's just as good. Actually, it's better, because what's the price on these things?
$84.
$84. $500. $84.
Yeah, it flows with the business philosophy. We're all working class. All right, we all come from working class backgrounds. We had somebody come in the store the other day, ask, hey, is he local to the area? Yeah, of course I am. I grew up here. It's 6 generations deep. This is historically an impoverished part of North Carolina. People here, don't have a whole lot of money. I was blessed with having a book that I never anticipated would be successful, like it was, and it was. And so I'm constantly looking for ways to bring products to market that perform at an everyman price for the everyman. We're not trying to necessarily go for contracts or like any of that stuff, and I do carry equipment that performs on that level, absolutely. But at the same time, if you need capability and you're running on a limited budget, we're going to be offering equipment that can meet those demands at an everyman price. So, that guy out there who's working 6 days a week just to pay his mortgage, and that's a whole lot of people out there. I want to meet those people's demands, because those are our people.
So at the end of the day, it's exceptional price for the everyday guy.
Amen.
Boom.
Right.
That's it. And that's the thing, is that now remember, NC Scout Brushbeater, the official 2025 Mountain Readiness sponsor. And so I had to come down here. I missed the soft opening last week because I got a text. I was like, oh, it's the 10th he's opening up. Nope, wasn't. It was last week.
It's not the grand opening.
It wasn't a grand opening.
Yeah.
So I at least got in before that. But, in the preparedness movement, in the preparedness world, we're all about community. And when we talk about community, there's something to be said for, and I've said it and you said it, and I'm like, man, I pay a little extra money, but it's worth it because it's going to a great company. And here's the thing, though, guys, like, you do that with Brushbeater, and you ain't got to pay more.
Right. You're
still getting a good deal, and you're supporting local.
Absolutely. I'm good friends with a lot of people in this industry. Great folks over at Palmetto State Armory. Josiah McCallum, Javin McCallum, Cameron Tapler, all great guys. And, I'm an admirer of their business philosophy and what they've been able to do for the shooting industry, for the 2A community, for the preparedness community, and their goal has been arming Americans. Well, our goal is to do everything else. It's to fit everything else, every other thing that people need out there, because, you got to be armed, but you need everything else too. Ranging from thermal to night vision to IR lasers, and every way that supports that, every way that we can, that's my goal.
And you taking over the world with it. Because, well, you're on your way. You're on your way. Because let's talk about a few things like this. We have mount. This is Brushbeater. You've got your own line of optics. That is also Brushbeater. I'm going to tell you guys, go ahead, go out there, spend the thousands of dollars on the name brand stuff if you want to. But I've stared through both of these, and that glass is just as clean and clear and at a way lower price. So you're not sacrificing quality. And I mean, if it's that big of a deal, I can take a screwdriver and scratch in that name brand up here on the front for you if that's what you're about.
So we're going to be launching a whole new optics brand, and that's going to prospectively be done at Mountain Readiness. This is one of the flagship products. They're all going to be good, but they feature 34 millimeter tubes. It's incredibly rugged construction. The locking mechanism on this, up and down, you can probably hear that. The clicks, very, very firm, tactile clicks.
Clean.
Return to zero is absolute. We're going to be offering these in 3 sizes. I have a 1 to 10 by 28 first focal plane. I have this one is a 5 to 25 power by 56 millimeter objective lens, first focal plane. And we've also got a 3 to 18 to 50, which is first focal plane as well. Again, this first run of these optics is 34 millimeter tubes. They're going to feature MOAs. And, when I came up in long range shooting, everything was in mills, doing everything in mills, mill dots. And over the years of teaching civilians, I've been in business for a decade now this year. And it's kind of hard to believe 10 years went really quick. But one of the things that I've learned in teaching civilians exclusively now for a decade is that in meeting the demands of the civilian rifleman, MOAs makes a lot more sense. Now, we are going to be doing, later on down the road, we're going to be doing a nil version of these optics. But right now, these are going to be MOAs because, again, my goal is to support our civilian market. We've got some other ones as well. I have a fixed 3 power that's going to be coming out. I don't have that demo out here yet. That's one that I think is really going to make a lot of people excited out there. Yeah. I have an optics mount that we're releasing as well that includes a bubble level. Sweet. And it is recoil safe up to a 50 cal.
Wow. Price point, can we talk about that? What are we looking at on this thing?
So this is going to be just under $600 for this optic. The others, so the 1 to 10 by 28 is going to be in the $400 price range, as well as the 3 to 18 by 50. So, we're going head to head with a lot of the other brands that are out there that and love, and they're putting out some quality glass. We have glass that's being manufactured in LOW in Japan that's going into these optics, and these are warranted by my company. We're warranting these for life. If anything happens to it, anything, I'm talking about anything, you send it in, you get a new optic.
How can you beat that? Not only are we in a great price point, but just that alone is worth that. This is what got me fired up when we talked the other day, because this here ballistic helmet, look guys, Like you can buy them name brand helmets and stuff, and the reason I do not have the Ballistic helmet, I just have a bump hat, is because they're stupid expensive. But lo and behold, Brushbeater is turning out their own line on this as well.
Yeah.
So what do we got here?
All right, so Ballistic helmet. This is a NIJ level 3A helmet, and of course, like everything, I'm gonna test my equipment, and usually that is either destroying it or not. That's how I test stuff, folks. I got a video that I sent out to a few people of me shooting this helmet. It took 2 rounds, 357 right there, took 357 there. It stopped the round, it blew out the side, it stopped it. That was 2 different loadings of 357. This was jacketed soft point in the front, and this was a Barnes all copper round that hit right here, and it stopped both of those. In fact, that bullet is still in there.
It's still in there.
It's
still in
floating
there.
around. You hear it rattling.
Yep.
But in that video I show, you know, the massive deformation. But this hole that you see, you might be able to see, well, it's got the screw still in it. That is from the front of the night vision shroud, right there. So all that deformation in there is definitely level 3A. In the back of the helmet here, you're gonna see an entrance wound and an exit. This is 45 ACP. So it took 2 rounds of 230 grain hardball from about 10 feet away.
Nice.
And that's, you know, a lot of deformation in there, but no penetration.
Well, here's what I like too. So price point, guys, $400. Like, how can you even go wrong with that? But here's the other side. We took the name brand and we flipped it over, and Matt pointed out, and he's right. The lining, the Velcro lining padding in here is better than the high dollar name brand stuff.
Yep.
So cheaper and better. The quick adjustment, you know, the twist adjustment on the back. I mean, this thing is, this is the same gig, just at a better price.
Right.
So once again, but there is also the stuff for all y'all when you start getting into night vision. There's no doubt, if you want night vision, thermal, IR stuff, this is where you come, because you're going to get the best price. And so some of those products, of course, the PVS 14,
Right.
what you got right here. And we were talking, now is this part of that deal?
Yes. So I want to explain something. Talked about this on the podcast on Radio Contra, and I want to reiterate this again. What I've found in running the night vision end of this business, right? Kind of got into retail, got into internet sales almost 2 years ago now, and really wanted to get into night vision because I had so many people coming to class that, hey, they're buying nods, they're buying thermal.
Right.
And I said, you know, somebody came up to me and said, hey, you know, if they're going to buy it anyway, why don't you be the guy selling it to them? Say, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Word.
But one of the things, when I bought my first set of PVS 14s on the civilian side, when I got out of the Army, heavy investment, right? But I didn't really know what I didn't know, because in the Army, you're just kind of handed your equipment. That's just what you're going to use. And, you know, it's shut up, dude. This is what you're using.
This is what you got.
In the civilian side, like, there's all these different mounts, there's different brands of mounts, and it's kind of a steep learning curve. And what I've learned is that when I have a lot of new people buying night vision, it's their first investment, first time that they've ever bought this, all of a sudden they're getting the J-arm, right? The J-arm is the piece that attaches right here. And I had the prototype J-arm that is dovetail mount that went with this. I actually gave it away to a guy I sold a PVS 14 to. I gave it away to him just the other day when he was in here. It was actually a Saturday
Right
when
on.
he was in here. And I handed it off to him. So that's the reason this one doesn't have it. The standard J-arm that comes with this works with the old Rhino mount, and that leaves a lot to be desired. The old
It's plastic.
Roto style, yeah, they're being phased out, but they've been mil-spec since, well, as long as, you know, I went in the Army in 2006. They've been around since then.
Oh yeah, mine's got it.
So that's kind of what's been the standard, and now the dovetail style mounts really so much stronger, light years better, more adjustable, more stable on your face. So here's the thing: you can spend a ton of money in making that upgrade. With every PVS 14 that I sell, regardless of manufacturer, whether it's US Night Vision, I'm an authorized dealer for US Night Vision, as well as AGM. So that gives you a lot of options when it comes to tubes, from Elbit, from L3, as well as AGM proper manufacturing tubes now. And they're turning out some really nice ones to go head to head with the big boys in the room. But no matter who it is, when you buy a set of PVS 14s from us, you're gonna get the dovetail style mount and the dovetail J-arm as a way to just decrease that startup time. Because I'm gonna tell you something, man. If you buy a PVS 14, it's a heavy investment.
Yes.
You're talking $3,500, $4,000, and you're already in the hole a lot of money. And now all of a sudden, the dealer turns around and says, "Oh, well, you got to buy this J-arm for $100 or whatever."
Yeah, or
and
$500.
You got to buy a dovetail mount for $500 and some change. I would be a little salty about that personally, and I've been that guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I would rather you get something that is ready to roll right out of the box, turnkey, ready to go, giving you everything that you need, because you're doing that business with me. That's an investment and confidence in me, and I'm here to take care of you.
Absolutely. And then last but not least, guys, not only does Brushbeater have like this awesome showroom with cool chairs and all this stuff, we've got a dark room. So you can get online and you can read about it and you can watch videos about it, or you can come over here and you can get the full Monty, look at it, hold it, test it out in the dark room, and know exactly what you're buying before you ever swipe the card. So for all y'all that are, in the higher range, you're ready to move up, this right here, what do we got?
So this is the ultralight dual tube night vision, or UNVGs from AGM. And these are the Cadillac model. This is the top end model. The spec sheet on this, I did a video that's up on x.com, formerly known as Twitter, where I was comparing this to a set of L3 PVS 31 Alphas that I have in stock as well, and how they stack up. Exact same weight. The spec sheet on this one is just a little bit better than those PVS 31 Alphas, which are universally recognized as, the king of the hill,
right,
so to speak. That's kind of the top end of night vision. We're talking about this. All right, yes, these are pretty expensive, and they're probably outside of the range of what most people are willing to spend. However, there's great news. AGM, and we are one of the few stocking dealers that actually has these on the shelf. They're offering lower spec tubes in this ultralight housing. So that price point's starting at around $5,000. So if you're wanting to get into dual tube night vision, and you're seeing the sticker shock, and hey, I don't blame you, but you want the performance level in terms of weight on the front of your head. You want to get, all the advantages of having dual tubes, depth perception, being able to drive on them, so on and so forth. But maybe you don't have that high-end budget. I totally hear you. I'm right there with you. We're going to have lower-end options, all right? And if you do have the budget, hey, cool, we can take care of you on that as well. Right now, we have PVS 31 Deltas from Elbit. I have PVS 31 Alphas, literally in that case right there. And of course, I have the UNVGs that feature Elbit tubes as well. They're all on the shelf. Last, certainly not least, you buy a set of dual tubes. Hey, with the PVS 14s, you're going to get the mount and everything, the whole shebang. I'm going to give you that same treatment with these as well. You're going to get a dovetail mount with these. All right, so everything is there to increase the value for our clients, and I look forward to giving you the best experience possible.
Absolutely. So remember, guys, we've got Mountain Readiness coming up May 2nd through the 4th. On the 1st, which is Thursday, Matt will be there. Brushbeater will be teaching a comms class. If you're looking to, if you just don't know anything, because I talked to Matt, I was like, man, can we do a class for the entry-level dude that is just getting into it to know, what do I need? How do I use it? Just the basics. This class is for you. It's an exceptional price. You get a full class all Thursday for $100. The spots are limited. There's already a bunch of people that signed up. And if you're attending Mountain Readiness, you get that special offer. So he's going to be there Thursday doing that. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is Mountain Readiness. He's going to be there the entire time. Merchandise, teaching classes, hanging out. And we are also, Friday night we're going to have a full-on night vision thermal IR extravaganza of demoing.
Oh yeah.
So you can come over, you can check out IR headlights on trucks and thermal scopes and all this, and you get to test them out. You get to play.
Come drive under nods.
Come drive under nods.
So I've got a truck. And Wes has got a truck.
Yeah.
Two of us. We have a truck. Both of us have vehicles that are outfitted with IR lights. Come check them out. You get to drive under them. It's cool.
It's a game. Look, this is a game changer, guys.
Put on nods. Put on a set of nods. I'll put. We'll get you hooked up. I happen to know a guy.
Yeah.
I'll get you hooked up. You can drive around out there. You can see what it's all about. I mean, if for no other reason at all to come to Mountain Readiness, you get to say you drove around a vehicle at night with nods on.
Yeah, with nods on. So, I mean, look, guys, it comes down to this. Like, support local business, support people in the community, and in the process, save big money. You get quality merchandise at a good price. Like we said, exceptional price for the everyday man. It's right here, Brushbeater store in Yanceyville, North Carolina.
That's right.
What's the address here?
2928.
2928.
North Carolina Highway 86.
There you have it. There you have it. This is a great store. They got great prices, great people, great coffee, and the AC is killer. Like it's like 78 degrees outside, man. I'm starting to get
First warm day in the spring, man. It's starting to get a little hot.
Check them out. Brushbeater, NC Scout on X, formerly Twitter, podcast, Radio Contra. And this here, guys, you can have cool guy stuff, but the accessories are just as important.
Oh yeah.
So come in here, get yourself outfitted, brother. Appreciate you. Looking forward to it. Check them out, guys. We'll see you there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking great.
That's it.
You ever seen the Red House?